All right, I must say, we lose badly to the Jets. And I don't want to hear any thoughts of saying that, hey, if only if the players catches the ball when the ball hit their hands, if the kicker make the kick, it goes back to the common denominator. This has been going on for 10 years now. We might as well round it up. It's been going on for 10 years. You can go back and identify losses just like this before Dak Prescott put on that jersey. You can go back and identify losses just like this before you had an Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I do know that we are 3-3. And I got to say this, Cowboy Nation. I got to say this. If we expecting for this team to win in the playoff or even get there, we got to win games like this regardless of how you look at it. I don't want to hear the excuses. We have a right as Cowboys fans to be emotional, to be upset about this loss, to not accept what the coaches are saying or not to accept what the players are saying. We have a right. We deserve that right. Now, we are 3-3, and we do play the Philadelphia Eagles next week. But that game against the 0-4 Jets was a winnable game. I don't want to hear, oh, we only lost by 2 points, Law. You got to win those type of games. And we looking back at this thing as we love the Cowboys. And everybody know that we do. We pay a lot of money to go out to the game. We pay a lot of money to find parking spots for the game. We pay a lot of money for merchandise and beyond. And Jerry Jones, the head guy that's over everything, the GM, not Jerry Jones, the owner, Jerry Jones, the GM. Although we love this team and we just don't really say to ourselves, we giving up on this team, but we got to find a way for this defense to draft true defensive tackles. We got, 3 techs across the board. Nobody can play the one. Nobody penetrating up the middle. And I got to talk about the cover 2 defense. There's a reason why Papa Rob Marinelli lost his job in Tampa Bay. There's a reason why he lost his job ultimately at the Detroit Lions. There's a reason why he's no longer coaching at the Chicago Bears. We are trying to put a round peg in a square hole. We understand that Chris Richard is the person that's saying, okay, I'm going to try to coach up this defensive players, but it's a cover 2 scheme. He came from a cover 3 scheme down there in Seattle land. It's not the same, Cowboy Nation. So it's kind of like Chris Richard got the keys to the defense, but to the car, if you want to use it in that analogy. And then on top of that, the defensive coordinator saying, okay, you can only drive 60 miles per hour. Because I recall even the Seattle Sea Chickens, they had a big Maybach that was inside, a space eater. You had that big boy that's going to account for those bodies that's going to be in the inside. We don't have that space eater on this particular team. Oh, everybody looking at it like, why the players are not turning their heads around to the ball? Chris Richard got some fault in it too. Jordan Lewis supposed to be out there. That's the only guy that's making plays out there on the defensive side of the ball as it relates to turnovers and takeaways. Right there on the ball. If he hadn't caught that interception, don't you guys know that this would have been a blowout to the Jets? Come on, man. Come on. You guys can feel me with this. I know you guys feel me with this. I can't lie to kick it. And everybody's saying, well, it's not the coaching fault. I challenge anybody to out-debate me on this. If this is your house, you're responsible for the bills and everything that's operated in your house. If the light bill is high and these sorts of things, if the water bill is high and these sorts of things, they're not going to bill the kids. They're not going to bill the guest that was over there. No, you get the bill. You're responsible for the bill. Jason Garrett got to pay that bill. So if it's a blown coverage on the defense, if it's a drop ball here and there, the head coach, we have a right as fans to call for the head coach's head. We have a right because ultimately what they're going to do is they're going to look at it and say to themselves, we can't build a child that's in your house. Look, and everybody can't use that excuse. Oh, we're a nonprofit organization. We're a church. They get the bill too. That's the reality of it. This has been going on for 10 years. 10 years. Games like this against teams that we're supposed to be able to defeat. We play down to the level of our opposition. Now, it's not all the way thunders and storms around this thing, of course. The little positive aspect of it, we play the Eagles next week. They're 3-3 too. We're 2-0 in our division. One thing that I can say about Coach Red, he do play down to the level of his competition or play up to the level of the competition depending on who you playing against. I'm thinking that this is a divisional game, and I'm thinking that Jason Garrett, just like I predicted, he's going to have on his blue shirt on the sidelines and clapping. I'm thinking that they're going to play the Eagles tough at home. We're not going to allow the opposition to come down in Big D and just mollywop us all around the field. Maybe it's something about the green teams, maybe. Play against the Green Bay Packers, play against the Jets. Now we play against the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think that we're going to lose 3 games in a row to green teams, right? If I could try to find the silver lining somewhere in this thing. But I'm thinking that Coach Red can at least coach against the opponents that's within our division. That's all I can think of. That's just me reaching right now. We got to figure out a way to win these little games that we're supposed to win. And if anybody's talking about Super Bowl, if we can't beat the Jets, you can remove Super Bowls from your mental capacity. It's not going to happen. But we got to figure out how we can improve this team. We drafted Tristan Hill, who sat on the bench in the 2nd round. I can go back and think of players who we could have utilized this weekend right now. Post them down below. Who we could have utilized opposed to a guy that's sitting on the bench. That's silly. You don't win NFL games by drafting somebody that's in the 2nd round to sit on the bench. We got 2 tackles that's out of the game. And all I can think of, Connor Williams, he don't have the physical power to create and sustain his block into the inside. He's a left tackle. You got him playing guard. He's undersized. He's undersized regardless of how you look at it. And in a perfect world, they should at least kick Connor Williams as left tackle, move Joe Looney as the left guard, keep Travis Frederick. You're going to remove him, of course, from center. Keep Zach Martin and whoever you put at the right tackle. At least Dak Prescott can see the pressure coming from the right side because he's right-handed. Oh, and we're going to go back to the 4th and 2 play. Yes, we want the quarterback to keep the ball, but you got trips to the left. You also have Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott. On 4th and 2, you take the quarterback and you run the same direction where the guy is running to. Don't you think that those teams, the opposition, is going to chase and crash down to stop Ezekiel? And they looked at it and they said, okay, you still got the ball. It's crazy thinking. And we love this team. We love the fact that they brought in Kellen Moore into the system. The same praises that we gave Kellen Moore for the first 3 weeks, we still got to give him the same heat now. But collectively, that's when the coach said, hey, you left that light on too long. Hey, you left the water dripping from the faucet because the onus still belongs to me. That's the head coach. That's leadership. I don't know what you all do in life, but the responsibility is always on the head coach. The responsibility is always on the manager or the CEO of the company. Look, if you think I'm lying, look up the root word of management, getting work done through others. And on top of that, delegation is good for the nation, but heavy is the crown. The head coach need to figure out ways to say to himself, I'm losing this team. I'm losing this game. Although I'm not kicking the field goals, I'm not out there dropping the pass, but hell, God dog it, I'm the one that's supposed to motivate my troops to this victory. And it's too many times that we've been following this team and we've been seeing the same issues reoccurring for 10 years. Oh, Lord, do you have any truth on that? Yeah. Tony Romo said it. He's in the broadcasting booth. Oh, yeah. Des Bryant. Oh, do you have any other people that said it? Bryce Butler, of all people, said the exact same thing. Oh, DeMarco Murray saying the same thing. DeMarco Murray. DeMarcus Ware as well. Oh. T.O. is saying the same thing about the head coach. Tony Romo is basically saying that these are the same plays that's been operated and ran in our system. So what that goes to tell me, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I do know this. Not everybody is lying on you. There's truth within what these players are saying. And it's time for us to hear a new voice. I love this team through thick and thin, but we got to figure out a way. We can't have the abuser keep punching us and leaving us with the raggedy tooth. Even Tina Turner said, "Is that the best you got, Ike?" When they was in that limousine. You guys know what I'm talking about. Is that the best you got, Ike? Because she was fed up with it. She fought back. Cowboy Nation, collectively, as fans, we need to fight back and say that Jason Garrett, this is like an abusive relationship, saying that, okay, everything is going to be okay. I only punch you this time in the mouth because you didn't cook me breakfast or you didn't take me out to eat. And we got to stop giving excuses and alibis for an abuser. This is like being in an abusive relationship at this point. We're going on for 10 years and you finding excuses after excuses. It's time out for that. We are the laughing stock of the NFL. Laughing stock. This stuff been going on for a long time. We got to figure this thing out, Cowboy Nation. We do. I'm tired of excuses. I'm tired of trying to create new excuses. I'm tired of the word execute. If we only execute it, it's been only executing this thing for 10 years now. Find me a soul that can break it down to me why this is not falling on the head coach's head. And let me know. Let me know who that person is. Because reality is this right here. When reality meets expectations, and you don't have the fortitude and the mindset and the skill set to make things change, you got to go back to the thoughts. And you got to go back to the resources and the main source of where everything is being pulled from. And it's the head coach. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, phone know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sport Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out.